What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. Not my usual day to stream or time. So, pretty interesting. Gonna be doing something different. Something I haven't done in a while. Well, it's been like 3 years since I've done a trophy list review. Now, what is that? Basically, gonna be going over one of our members' trophy list from the RSTR community and grading it. I'm actually doing it differently than how I've done it in the past, where I'm just like going through a whole list of games and just like, hey, great job, this looks cool. We're gonna be doing that too, but I actually came up with like kind of a grading system for it, which I'll explain in a second. But I need to know if the man of the hour is here. DR is the man. Are you here? Hopefully you are, because otherwise, I'm talking to myself. I do see some other people in the stream, so welcome. What's going on, man? I know you got up real early for this. You got up real early. It's like what? It's 9 o'clock where you're at, right? So, I'm glad you could join. By the way, is there any lag on the stream? I mean, there's going to be a bit of a delay, of course. That's normal. But is there like any major lag? Let me know. All right. Let's see here. So basically, okay, awesome. No lag. Music to my ears. You know, I'm not gonna be playing a game, so shouldn't be any lag in that regard, right? So, um, kind of give you a breakdown of how the scoring system uh, is gonna work, right? Let me move my calculator here. You guys couldn't see it on the screen, but here it is. 4 categories that I'm grading the trophy list on. Trophy volume. These are all worth 25 points, right? So trophy volume, meaning like if you have a shitload of trophies or not, kind of self-explanatory. And I'll be gauging it based on accounts. If we do another one of these again, I don't know. Let's see how the stream goes. But if other people are interested, I don't know when's the next time I'll do one of these. But based on the person, I'll look at how many years they've been active on that account as a trophy hunter, and just kind of look at how many trophies a year they get on average. Because somebody who started an account 3 years ago, it's not going to have the amount like DR has, which we'll go over in a second here. But they might be on pace to have a really like a large volume. So 25 points for that. And then another 25 for how much shovelware you have. So if you have a lot of shovelware, the more shovelware you have, the lower the points you'll get. So if you have like, let's say, half your trophy list is shovelware, then you're gonna get half the 25, like 13, like 12.5 points. So let's just say you have none at all, which at this point I think everyone has some. So everyone's gonna lose some points here, but there'll be 50, another 25 points there, and then we're gonna look at your completion percentage. I'm gonna be taking the percentage, like your completion percentage, and reducing it from 25 points. So if you're at 100%, which no one is, unless you literally, it's very hard. I shouldn't say no one is. It's very rare to see 100% perfect account. Um, that will bring you to, you'll lose points depending on your completion percentage, or so you'll get, like, for instance, if you have 90%, you'll get 90% of 25 points. So which is like 22 points or something like that. I have a calculator here, so don't worry. And then ultimately, if I'm lucky, um, ultimately you'll have the last 25 points will come from just how many ultra rare platinums and completions you have. So I know I said a lot. So that's 25 points for 4 different categories. And then from there, you get a letter grade, either A plus down to an F, which that's probably never gonna happen. I don't see that happening. Anyone doing this is unless they got like 10 trophies and it's like, hey, review it. Like, okay, I got you. But I doubt that's gonna happen. All right, so I move that out the way. I hope it's not like super delayed as far as the stream goes, though. Like, hope we're on time here. All right, I'm just checking the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick overview of DR's trophy list. By the way, how does this format look? Does this look pretty clean? I was working on this. I think it's pretty clean, right? You guys can see everything, and hopefully it's readable in your end, because it looks good for me. But people's eyes are different. But I'm gonna get started. So I'm gonna just do a quick overview, looking at your history. Looks good, perfect. All right, so at phase surface level, first thing I gotta say is, holy shit, there's a lot of trophies. We got 35,933 trophies, 749 platinums. I'm not gonna go over all these. It's a lot, right? So equal to 35,000. 914 completions, which is a lot. So you're nearing 1,000 completed games. So we're not gonna go tile by tile today. I'm just gonna tell you right now, because we will be here till midnight my time, for sure. But I'm gonna make sure to highlight you. We're gonna look at some of your best accomplishments here. And I kind of cheated. I started looking at some things beforehand to prepare. But ranked 741 in the country and 4,060 in the world. Now, this is impressive as hell, because this is the United States, right? Like, sometimes you'll see this, and it'll be like a country with, like, like 1,000 people living in it. It's like, congrats, bro. But this is a lot. I mean, I don't know how many trophy hunters are in the U.S., but it's a lot. And I have my profile here just for comparison's sake. I'm ranked 3,880. I've been ranked in the 3,000s for like 10 years. I don't even know if I could ever even move up. So I would have to quit my job, I think. Just as a comparison, 327 games. I have 305 platinums, 14,000, right? I'm very proud of what I have, but God, holy mother of God, ranked 875. So surface level, this is just an incredible trophy list. That's a lot. All right, and now let me look at your real quick here. Your first trophy was 18 years ago. West Coast Performer for Rock Band 2. Love me some Rock Band 2. And then the first platinum was 16 years ago, so you didn't even get a platinum trophy back then. Like, you just got a trophy and never got a platinum until 2 years later. The Lego Indiana Jones 2. I guess the one that started it all for you. So impressive, my friend, that you have this much and you don't even have a full 18 years, which is Well, some people like me, like my first platinum was 18 years ago, right? Um, all right, so let's look at your stats. Yeah, look at this. I mean, for the first four trophies in November of '08. No, sorry, 17 trophies in October of '08, which is when the trophy list became a thing, right? Like, look at that. All these years, and you didn't really even trophy hunt. That's nuts. And then we went nuts here. Holy God, the trophy bug really got you. It's just like here, it's insane. There's nothing, and then suddenly you got bit by the trophy bug. Rock Band was my jam. I love Rock Band. Rock Band 2, I had one of my proudest trophies on that one. Bladder of Steel. That one is on my actual cabinet because I remember the day. I set aside a whole day to do that damn trophy. And yeah. I think 2016 I started taking it seriously. I mean, seriously is an understatement. I mean, you jumped up from having no trophies basically to being like 35,000, doubling what I have, and I've been consistent for the most part for 18 years. Just inconsistent meaning like I get like between 10 to 15 platinums a year in 18 years. So, but this, I mean, really, that this is insane to me. Like the amount that you were able to pull off in basically the last 10 years. So the first 8 years were like non-existent for you and your trophies. So, um, your average completion of your games 65.47. So you're finishing a good portion of every game you play. You're not getting 100% of everything, but you're finishing nearly every game. I see 914 S ranks, which means you got the platinum and the DLC with it as well. So we got 232 F games, which means you never got a trophy on those, which you can delete if you wanted actually right off your list. But I guess you're keeping them for I don't know what reason. Maybe you just want to see them there and like set it as a goal. People are motivated differently. I would have deleted them until I'm ready to play, but that's just me. You do what you want. Um, and then double digits in the D rank. You got 58 D, 60 C ranks, B. Looking at the A and S, I mean, you're completing most of your games, and obviously right here, that 75.97 completion rate tells me exactly that. So, a lot of work to delete. I remember when they added that feature because at first you couldn't delete the 0%. And I remember going into certain games and just trying my best to get as many trophies as I could because I thought they were never going to let us do that. And boy, do I regret it because one of those games was Warhawk. That's enough. Enough said right there. If you know, you know. All right, I'm not going to talk about it. It's not on my trophy list. But, yeah, looking at this here, like even your trophy levels are obviously here. And then it's just like, boom. They literally took off like a rocket with your trophy levels. So, yeah. So I gotta ask you, I just guess I'm gonna do a series of like sometimes I'll just ask questions, right? My first question for you is, what made you want to start trophy hunting? Because it looked like you didn't give a crap about it at first. What motivated you to want to trophy hunt and become literally in our community? There's no one even coming close to what you can do with your list. I'll give you a second to type that up. By the way, I was gonna do a voice chat thing. I just didn't have time to set that up, and we'll test that out another stream, another time, so we can have live chat with the person. Assassin's Creed was at 85%, and I wanted to 100%. So you just took off after that. You just said, you know what? I'm 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 not playing around with this trophy hunting thing. And then they started completing my games. Yeah, there's always that one game. There's always that one game, right? You're just like, damn, I could do this for other games, especially if it's a tough game, and then everything else seems easy afterwards. You know, I was trophy hunting from the start, right? With Uncharted, and then I just did like Resident Evil. I did Rock Band 2, which I thought it was hard, but I was like, okay. But I didn't really start taking it super serious till 2013 when I got back into gaming. Period. I took a break. Grand Theft Auto 5 was what kicked off my addiction, and here we are. I was only at like 10 platinums at that time, and then I just went insane. So I guess I can relate to that, where it's like you knew it was there, but you didn't really care for it. But that was like that catapulted you. I did Uncharted Endgame because there were no trophies on release. Yeah, that's right. They patched that in. You know, Uncharted. I played it at release too before they added trophies and stuff. Right. So just want to look at your rarest trophies here. I'm gonna take a quick look at that. Um, I guess starting the grading phase here. Um, and then I'm gonna ask you another question after that. We can go into more specific ones. So I want to look at your rarest platinums, and we change the type, platinum. Obviously, I know there's DLC games. Like my proudest completions. Okay, hold on. Kind of why I added games because I didn't know what had trophies. Got you. Um, I know for me, there were times where no, that like some of my most proudest completions are games that it's the DLC that made it, you know, really what makes it something to be proud of. The core game could be like whatever, you know. All right, so looking here at your rarest platinums, at least, right? There's no way to filter this by completions, at least not on PSN profiles. NBA 2K20 is your rarest platinum at a 0.17%. Only 589 other people did that, and that is a very impressive feat because there's 347,000 people playing this game. So yeah, this is why this is so rare. So um, I know how those sports games are. You know, WWE games. I don't think only WWE 13 is even close to this. They're like the point fives. But yeah. What was the one thing that made this one super hard for you right there? Like what was the grind in this game or the difficult thing to do? Or was it multiple things? Kung Fu Panda. What the hell? I was not expecting to see this here. Wow. 0.79. The card collecting. You gotta get like a full collection of stuff. And if it's anything like my faction in WWE, I guess I kind of can feel that pain from here. Got Twisted Metal 0.37. We got one in common here. I have this one too. UFC 09 0.44. I can tell you I snapped my disc in half with this game. I was pissed. I'm embarrassed to admit that, and I think I said it when I reviewed my own trophy list. But yeah, this one made me snap a disc. So I you don't even need to tell me about that one. You need to get like 350 cards or something. I mean, I could tell this is why this is, and this is probably unobtainable now because of the servers. If I had to guess, Power Rangers, DC Universe, Friday the 13th. This has a lot of players because Yeah, 296. Look at that. This game has less players than NBA, but a lot more achievers. But it just goes to show how difficult this NBA game was. So, holy crap. Um, Seven Ways to Die. Never played that. Um, just kind of skimming through some of these. Any of those stand out to you? Mortal Kombat. I guess. Oh God. WWE 22. I know a lot about that one. Know a lot about those faction wars. 100 wins. Oh shit. I hated that crap, man. And then you had to do more if you wanted to get some of the diamond cards. I ended up doing like it was a ridiculous amount, like 300 of those. I did the entire list. It was like a tower, I think. I did all of it just to get another diamond card. This was just horrible. Just a horrible trophy list. But I'll ask you this, right? Because we can look at every game individually and talk for hours. What are your proudest completions? Your top five. I'll give you time to think about it while I skim through it. Skim through this list of ultra rares. And you have 100 and oh wait. I didn't do this. It was 105. Yeah, 105 ultra rare platinums, which means under 5%. But what's your top 5 proudest platinums or completions? And then we'll go to those games and take a look at it. Oh, I see Red Dead Redemption here. Love that. Damn, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. That's tough, man. That's a tough one right there. Like most fighting games, right? But that game right there in particular, I've heard horror stories from people. I personally, not gonna go for that. I'm good. Little Big Planet. Is this the first Little Big Planet? Oh, actually, I have that one. Getting those ace and all the levels, getting all the bubbles. The DLCs are pain in the ass. So let's take a look at your second page here. I'm just calling out games I recognize, games that I know the struggle for. But you tell me your top 5. You're probably thinking about it right now, like, damn, that's a tough one. Top 5 proudest platinums or completions. I forget how rare these WWE games are. Oh, you did 22 twice? I just realized that. I can't do these WWE games more than once. Like, I have all of them done, but I've never done a stack. Because I'm always just done with the games after that. Like, I'll play it for, like, the wrestling league and just for fun, but trophies, don't even talk to me about doing them again. I'm good. 24 again. So you do the PS4 and PS5 stacks. 23 wasn't as bad if I remember correctly. Yeah, 23 was pretty easy. Like, but still the 4.7. I guess for people like us that play them almost every year, it's not that bad, right? It's all right. Tomb Raider. I love that game. That's such a good game right there. I'm excited for the new Tomb Raider that's coming out. This is Ark. Yeah, Ark. Yeah, Ark Survival. Inversion. NBA 2K20. Okay, NBA 2K20 we covered already. Inversion. Where's that at? So you got some really good games on here, really tough ones. Resistance. Oh no, not Resistance. Like the Insomniac game, the Resident Evil Resistance. I was like, whoa, you got Resistance. I didn't even know that had a platinum. I was about to say, I know Resistance 2 and on had a platinum. All right, let me take a look at Inversion. Let me go to your profile here. As you type up the rest, Inversion. I typed Iverson. That's a basketball. That's a basketball player. What's up, Mr. Negative? Inversion. Okay, let's take a look at this game. 1.99 ultra rare. What's up, Donna? When are you gonna let me review your list? Okay. When are you gonna let me review your list? I guess I'll start with that. We got to do that at some point because your list is very impressive. I know that. So this is an action sci-fi game. I've never played it. I don't know really much about it. And is there even a trophy list here? No, there isn't. Looks like an old PS3 game right here. 2012. So, what made this game hard? I'm doing Happiness Island glitch in GTA 4. 3 times left. So, oh snap! You're almost there. Definitely at some point. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. So this game here, what's the rarest trophy? Obviously, aside from the platinum, complete all multiplayer basic challenges. I think I've read all I need to read. Multiplayer. Yeah. That'll usually do it. Multiplayer games, and I'm willing to bet the servers are down. Yeah, I see a thread here. Never servers going down 6 months ago. Really? The only GTA Platinum you're missing. Damn. That is a great accomplishment to do before 6 comes out. So definitely go for it. I put out that Happiness Island glitch many years ago on my YouTube channel. That's probably one of the only videos that I got a shitload of views on. So sadly, right? All right, and Back 4 Blood. Let's take a look at Back 4 Blood. Okay, 600 hours. Wow, wow, that's up there. That's definitely up there. Like, I had no idea. I wish I had a trophy list there because I would have not a list, guide. I would have got an idea. Back 4 Blood. All right. Do I not know how to spell? Why is it not here? Oh, 1.59. So I'm looking at the DLC. So this DLC must have been a pain in the ass. Yeah, you're watching some basketball game while doing the glitch. A baseball game. Was I watching a baseball game? I don't remember that. Speaking of sports, World Cup is starting next month. Oh, snap. Yeah, that's right. Back 4 Blood. All right, so at surface level, the platinum doesn't look that bad, at least when you look at the rarity, right? 4.55. But the completion percentage was like 1 point something, which means it has DLC. So somewhere in here, we have something that's tough as hell. So let me look at at least the guide. You know, this is not always accurate. 9 out of 10 difficulty, 100 hours. And that's just for the platinum. That's not even the DLC. This DLC is 8 out of 10, 15 hours. This was 9 out of 10. All right. So yeah, this is why I can see it. That is quite an accomplishment there. Those 9 out of 10 games, man. They I have to really like the game for me to put myself through that. What the hell did I just do? Okay. I have to really like the game for me to put myself through that. The highest difficulty is the 100% stopper. Oh, okay. So just finishing the game at that, it must be tough then. Jeez. Oh, Donna says she still has to finish this one. Shit. I'm never gonna start this game. I'll tell you right now. I pick my battles, and this is not a battle that I want for myself. That's why, I play certain games that I really don't want to chase after the trophies on another profile. So for me, it's what I've done for many, many years. So yeah, that's a tough one right there. Um, 9 out of 10. So there's a grind and difficult. What has been my recent platinum? I mean, we're going with the over DR's trophy list, but my last platinum is This is my trophy list. Requiem, Resident Evil Requiem, and technically I'm done with 2K26. I just have to wait for them to give out a reward on the 8th of this month. So really, WWE 2K26, and I'm working on the DLC for Ghost of Yotei. That's all I'll say about my trophies. Um, what was the other one? Aliens Fireteam Elite. There's two. You did it not only you did it twice. Okay. Once on the PS4 and then on the PS5. FC26 is the free month game. Yeah, I'm good. I won't be playing soccer. I'll pass on that. DLC was brutal. All right, so looking at Aliens Fireteam, I don't know if I could ever do something like this twice unless I really love it. So you must really love this game for you to do it. There's only one trophy, one DLC pack. That's always good. I'm looking at games like Rocket League, and there's like 10 packs. So when I see games with like one or two, I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. 8 out of 10, 100 hours. Let's look at the DLC because there's a few trophies. Oh, that's not so bad. Just because there's a few trophies doesn't mean it won't be hard. But solo insane difficulty walkthrough. So this tells me everything I need to know. This is not even the trophy list. This is just how to get through this insane difficulty. So correct me if I'm wrong. Was this the platinum killer right here? Aliens Fireteam Elite. That's gotta be the platinum killer. The fact that it has its own guide, yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Okay. That after doing a game like that, you're probably like, I could do anything. I could do all these games, right? All right, looking back, Zombie Tycoon 2. All right, let's take a look at Zombie Tycoon. Once again, for those that joined late, I'm doing this differently than I did in the past. I haven't done one of these in almost 3 years, but I'm going over certain categories right with DR, and then I'm gonna do a grading system at the end to give him his final grade of what I think of his trophy list. Right. Anyways, Zombie Tycoon 2. Okay. 3.29. It's a PS3 and Vita. No trophy list. Um, I want to say early PS3, late PS3 game. You might have played it on the Vita. I don't know. Can't tell from this trophy list. It's a combined one. Um, Is it another difficulty related one? Or is it something I'm missing here? Let's look at the rarest. I always like doing this on games. Obtain a rating of 5 brains in every chapter of the campaign. I don't know what that means because I never played this. Okay. Obtain 5 brains. I'm guessing you got to be perfect, right? One of those like S rank, if you will, kind of thing. It's a action horror comedy. You know, at surface level, I would never think this is in your top 5, considering you have 749 platinums. um, considering you have 749 platinums, yeah, you are. This must be fucking hard, to put it nicely. Does anyone still play this? No online trophies. I think there's no online trophies, right? Hey, if anyone wants to complete this game, boot it up now. It's more the gameplay isn't my thing. Ah, one of those. If someone recommended to you as such a great game and then you ended up hating it. Because that makes a game hard. Like, for me, some of the games I'm most proud of, not most proud of that, I ate that. I shouldn't say it like that. What am I trying to say? Some of the games that were the hardest for me to get through is just because it wasn't my thing and someone recommended it. And it was just like, oh God, like, why is this? Why did everyone want me to play this shit? I'll give you a perfect example. Medieval. Yeah, which I know you did. Yeah, I mean, I never played that game back in the PS1 game days, right? So for me, I played it for the first time in the remakes. I played the demo, and I thought it was okay. I ended up hating the game, so that's just me. That was such a hard game to get through, and it was only like a 10-hour game. I'm like, God, get me out of this shit. I gotta finish it now. But Uncharted 2 and 3, I'm probably more proud of. That, my friend, I'm assuming is the PS3 versions, right? Oh, yeah. And I can tell you right now that Uncharted, these games hold a special place in my heart. These two in particular, 2 and 3, those are up there my most proud as well. So I can tell you, I know exactly why. Part 3 in particular, right? Let's look at the rarity, 0.27. Hopefully I can see that there. 0.27. The platinum is only at 8.9. This is why I'm not just looking at the platinum rarity. I'm looking at the DLC rarity here. And that's why I want to ask you, right? Oh yeah, I know you enjoyed Medieval. I know you did. I remember talking to you about it. Uncharted Tides. This is not the same Uncharted. I just typed Uncharted up here. I'm like, what the fuck game is this? And then I was like, oh, okay. The DLCs, yeah, the multiplayer. The multiplayer, I remember having multiple PlayStations, PS3s on at the same time in my house. Self-boosting, helping boost host lobbies, waking up at 3, 4 in the morning to boost with people in Europe. It was an insane time. I don't even know. Like, I really question my sanity when I think back at it. Like, what was I thinking? Why was this so important to me? But it's good thing it's a memory now. And I can say, I understand why that's your proudest. Because it's definitely up there for me, too. You know, both of those games. 2 and 3, the DLCs. Man. PTSD right now. I still have the turbo remotes that I used. I've used them a few other times for other trophies, but man, that was before I had multiple systems. Oh, so you had to rely on hosts. I was the damn host because I had 2 PS3s. I had one TV right here and another one here, and one was on turbo. Searching, had to link up with. I'm stuttering here because I don't want to even remember it. Actually, I do want to remember it.